asking us what my focus was, and I was saying that I want to try and step with my thrust to get a bit deeper, or any of my attacks, so that often I don't have to fully extend. I can do like little ones and try to get to here. And even now, I'm still not hitting them, which makes people feel safer, but I could extend on any of them. Yeah. And if you went like a high shot, I can roll and I would do the entry. If you did like a lower shot at my hands, I should go back like this a lot and enter behind it, and I can roll with it so I'm not in line with it still. If you did more straight at me, I've got those little spines, and it also makes me step a little bit deeper. I can come through and hit you, roll around again. I keep having those options, so it's a roll if it's more high, and it's a step back, so lock if it's a bit lower. If it's aim more at my neck, like straight, or just the tip, you can do those little like spine ones.
Make sure
it's not up here, but like
just fall in with a non-telegraphic.
Exactly. Any point, because if you're keeping the tip forward on all of these,
then
it's just a step
without your feet.
Just keeping aware of like, is it higher, lower? Is it on your left or the right?
Yeah. So
even as I'm stepping here, I'm not staying up there. I see that's there. So I'm coming around, and I can fake it if I want. But now here, I don't want to stay and wait here. I almost want to have it as, hey, you going for that, all that, and almost have both. Like have these in front a little bit, still like there, but I'm not actually putting it there till I'm actually doing the defense, because otherwise you'll aim deeper. Yeah. So I want this here, and I want this here. I can still be slightly angled out, and then that way you still like have the option of both, and I have to time it. Yeah, we're still going 1-2 too quickly. We need to break the rhythm a little bit, break the offense. Like not the defense. My defense is always going to be smooth and fast in case they're really quick with it. But if it's the offense, I can do broken rhythm, and if I catch them looking and watching in range, I can do something. Otherwise, I'm trying to figure out the appropriate defense and counter. But I can't preempt it too much. Otherwise, if I go, oh, he's going to go lower, I'm going to lock, and you fake it and come higher, and then
Yeah, the usual. We can't be thinking.
Yeah.
We've still got to have those planned before we go.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you've already brought your hand back to the armpit, and you're higher. Yeah. You're keeping a good level. We're not like we're not, as we're stepping back, coming up anymore, which is good.
The checklist.
Yeah, your spines. You stopped using the top part. You're now using the bottom. Everything looks defensively tighter, which means we can get a bit closer. I am seeing if I can step in and get the rams a little bit, because once again we got a lot to hide behind. But you've also gotten better with changing the directions, and you're hiding your telegraphs way more. So now it's harder for me to time the entries because it's less obvious. But that's a good thing. Like, yeah, it's more realistic at the higher ranks of Ilustrisimo, which is what we're trying to like emulate and get to. Yeah,
I just want to do more push cuts, come down the centre line a bit more.
But I'd say like if you're thinking defensively as you do it, and you're thinking of stepping in with it, and the tips all forward, like you're doing so many of the offensive and defensive principles simultaneously. So that's Ilustrisimo.
Our problem was our push cuts used to have our head on line.
Yeah.
Down the centre every time we
That's it. Even as I do it, I don't want to be out here as much. It's going to be more push me coming through like that, which once again feels like I'm only coming off a little bit. And like it's more of the fall. Which once again only makes a smaller gap here. It's not like I'm creating a giant gap in between that I have to now retract and save myself from. Yeah. Unless you're baiting with it, and that's other stuff to do there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing, realising we're in a much smaller area.
Yeah, once again, purposely made it the width of Ray's garage squared.
Yeah,
so I wanted Ray's garage is probably this width, but twice as long, like the depth.
Yeah.
So like this would make it a bit easier if when we go back up. Do you want to do a couple of the practice locks first?
Yeah, we can give that a go.
So like still make sure like do like a horizontal attack at us. So still make sure you're stepping away. And even as I do this, so even then I did the other one too much where I've knocked it down. I've hit the flat of your blade with the edge of mine, which is the way we were doing it the other week. Yeah. Which is it still is a good principle, but if that was the case, like if you did that, I feel like I'd be better off stepping towards it and going through. But even then, that's getting real close to my hand, like it's almost like hitting my suba. And that's what Montgomery was talking about as well, about having your hands lower than the angle of the attack. So I'm like, I want to see how it goes with the one where it's pointed both the edge of the blade and the tip towards you. And instead of going towards it, I step back. So if I'm here, if I do that, so like even if I move my head like that, you can't just turn it up and do it if I go too low. And it also means that I can go flat of the blade, turn that way, and then back into that. I have to make this less of a retraction into that and almost just fall and just see here, it's almost like I've done the move, stepped away, that's come, and just fall. It's way more shorter path, more efficiency.
I suppose it's just going to make sure you're still behind all of that as you're dropping it.
Yeah, and I don't want to, I'm not trying to drop my hands like this.
No,
I'm kind of trying to stay here, and if you go for my hands, I'm trying to like drop my whole level a bit more. Like it's more my back leg doing this for the height than it is my arms, because once again I don't want to create a giant gap here. I want to keep this close, and I'm still, if that's coming this way, I'm going to be rolling away from it a bit. But if you do go for my hands, I can do this to that and then come forward. It just seems real tight and efficient now. But it's something once again, that's what was keeping me back from a lot of these entries, was these lower shots. And I think this would be, it means I can still keep my energy going forward. Might try the other side. Might try that side. So I'm right here, same thing, side of the blade, that's all lined up at you. Because it means that if I'm thinking that and you overly telegraph back, I just get to go straight in because it's already lined up and it's non-telegraphic, it's pointed. So if someone that doesn't have the efficiency of movement, we wouldn't even get to there, because I can go here, I can maybe clamp onto that and jam it or something. Mung Rummy, sometimes I'll feed it, do his flare stuff and like locking it down. But if I just get off the line, step out towards that direction, like here like that.
That still to me looks like I'm going to be coming through and going for that.
That's what I mean, and like I want to leave the head there so that you can try that. But if I now do that, right, come here, but you're probably going to step back. I don't have the tricep, so I have to do the next one until I do get the tricep in the drive. So if we don't get the tricep, we're just going to keep going with it. Yeah, and that's now almost a bait that if you do go for that, because I have dropped it here and it does look like the head's there as an option till I roll. And I still might hit the hands by accident, but if I don't care. And come forward and come around, bam. Hey pups.
That's okay. It's on the lead.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Happens. Barking his territory. I was just like, not on the phone or the dog.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be interesting just getting to that. I suppose most of the time we come in that low anyway.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I'm like, whether we're entering, we want to be low.
Yeah.
If it's a high move, I want to be low to duck it anyway.
Yeah,
so it also, if that's the aiming for the hand, as long as my feet aren't forward. If I'm like this, it makes it really hard. I can still do it, but it makes my head almost fall towards it. So I have to already have that lean. Yeah. So if I'm already like this, it's easy for me to go away. My hands are lower, so I can either try to roll under, let that pass over by making this tight to me, or if I want, I can go that way, come back. You just have to remember that it's if you do the Silat with the flat of the blade part, like the way Mung Rummy does it, he retracts and re-enters.
that was a hard
where
one.
the other one where I roll under, I'm stepping forward as I roll.
Yeah.
So even if I roll this way, this foot has to come through.
Yeah.
And like, yeah. Alright. Do you want to try it out yourself?
Yeah.
So I'm like, as long as,
That's gonna
so
be
I
down.
still have the point at my throat,
Yeah.
and you can roll your head a little bit off the line, but and then off that, you're just moving your back foot backwards to get your hands off the line of this.
You're trying to-
Yeah, exactly. But don't point the tip away that way. Keep it here. You know, almost do this, and like have it tight, and then go just to there like that. Yeah, and then roll your head a little bit.
Yeah.
Because see, like that's
then I
there.
should be
Your
facing-
hands are lower than the blade.
Yeah.
If I go up and over, you just stay rolled and you step forward.
Yeah. Oh, that's
And, like,
easy.
exactly. But if I end up trying to go lower than it and slide down, you do that and then turn to vertical.
Yeah.
Or you can just do that thrust I did before. Yeah, exactly. See, the thrust is such a short path there. Because once you retract off that and you stepped out, it's almost just like
It's easy.
That's what I mean.
Slash and stab.
So like,
Yeah, just trusting this.
yeah.
Trusting you can get
Yeah.
far enough to come in.
You know, it's probably safer with the Katana just because of the Suba and it is aiming at that bum.
Yeah.
And like if you had some kind of guard, like on some of the Spanish swords and whatnot, where
But it does feel protected enough.
And like I said, if you don't roll your head as far, like if you actually still make the gap a bit shorter because you're extending it out, but leave your head there a little bit longer. Sounds weird, but if you even if like you can extend down, but hold back the roll. Because if you extend down, and I think it's there, even there you've rolled a bit more. So I'm like, you can still roll a little bit, but just not as far. And here, now I think I can hit your head, and I'll slide up, and then I think you just pull it tighter and roll over. So it's like you're baiting with it again. So I'm like, if you roll too early, I can see it. And then also, if you go too deep with the weight shifting, then it's hard for you to pull the foot back for this a lot. So if I pretend to go higher and you plant, and then I do like something like that, it's a pain in the ass to deal with. But if instead you almost keep this a little bit like straighter, and you can almost get behind it. And I'm like, I'm still rolling off the line. You see, this is quite straight still. I haven't rolled the blade. And I'm like, I can still do that. But I'm waiting to see, am I gonna pull that back? Or am I rolling it up? Or,
I felt like when you went under before, I could practically drop that a little bit lower.
Well, so you can drop it a bit as well if it makes you feel more comfortable with the line of the attack for the hands. That makes sense. Especially like this. And if I power, that's just going to go past. Exactly. But if I do even this to like that or something, it's not exactly because like maybe they do like a Bob Letty kind of like something like this. Like
Okay, well, we'll try.
Try this side as well, just because it feels a bit different. Even then, still see if you can point it at me a bit more. Because I'm like, some people are going to go so big because they don't have the range of it or anything. And like I said, if you have it already pointed at me, and then I like go like this, you can just thrust at my throat here. And go, exactly. And especially with that footwork, perfect. Because then you've got more time and space. But if not, and then this does come around, that's hit that exactly.
Too far.
I've
got to be able to.
That's better. Because it's the horizontal line, so it is almost you step out with the right, and then back with the left. And then off that, you can come straight back in with that, and it's so easy to keep that position. Just pull your head tight to it, and then that's already the block for the next one. So because they probably will come back, but to return the defense there is nothing. So it's almost the most minimal movements. Alright, you want to see how it goes?
Yeah, try it out.
Quickly tighten this. So that's my thought pattern. The one line I'm not trying to take as much is the exit one. I think I was saying that before. They're like, from these positions here, I can either take the back left line, and then as I do that, come back like that. If it's a little bit higher, I'm taking the front right line, my right foot's going through, and I'm coming in like that. If it's more at my throat, like a stab, or down the middle, like number 10 hack, I'm taking the front left line, going like that, bang, coming in. Alright, so I'm really looking at the little spine for that direction, the duck and roll for that direction. The back left line here is the Silat scoop, which means the only last one is this one, which would be like the other spine deflection. And if I wanted to, or a roof block. So like you do an attack and I might just go like roof block, whack, or we could do the old spine to this. Like if I did the little circle like Floretti ones, I can go smack, bang like that. But we've done enough of the Largo and I'm actually trying to get closer. So I'm not trying to do that line at all. But I am thinking about the 4 diagonals, and they kind of have different moves, and that's just that side. You do the other side, it's the reverse. Then that way be the exit. And just interesting. Hopefully it didn't overload you too much.
I get it in theory.
But you're already using this part and just adding the Silat really.
Start high.
And when I do the Silat, I'm trying to not point it away. I'm trying to see, can I aim it there first and let you hit and time the hit. Alright, how tight is this? really close to my thumb.
Yeah.
Felt that hit the super.
I wasn't aiming at it.
No, that's good.
That's right.
I did a second step.
Yeah.
I did this and didn't extend, I think, or I did this and then another one.
I feel
Yeah.
if I haven't got room to scoop, I should just hit it down.
Yeah. Do the other one we did where it's an interception. I've said before, I feel like one's a retraction and the other one's like a step and hit like a seating parry.
Yeah, if I had to move forward, I felt I would have trapped it down and come up.
Yeah.
But trying to scoop, I felt off balance and everything. So.
No, fair.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you can get the timing on it and you got the right range, we can still just do the roof block on Balgowlah.
Yeah.
So if you go for like my hands and I can time that, but if they could set you up for something.
Okay.
I was like, what happens if I do a vertical bob lady? Not good on the wrist. Oh, nice footwork. Nice. Left my hands in front too much. Jeez. I was going to try and do a Silat, but it was too big of a movement.
It's funny, normally the hands aren't that enticing.
No, I was trying to bait with them, but I didn't pick the right move for the counter.
Right.
So the move, I was expecting it to be more about preempting too much.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to set up the thing we're just doing too much.
See, normally
I was expecting like a little nick, and I was gonna like do a little one, but you've just gone straight, and your straight line beats the circular. And I was going, I can't be that close on the line doing that. But once again, I think I should do it as instead of baiting in front like I was, do it as an offense, going there and back, going there and back.
I was thinking with machete.
That's alright.
It's okay.
Every dog in the last half an hour. Beautiful dog. It's the mark tile.
No, they've all peed on it.
Yeah.
I feel like a katana. It's back here.
Yeah.
Machete as well.
Yeah.
Like when I get that close, I'm way back.
Oh, that's for defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was trying to bait, and I was just too close for the bait.
But we're so fast.
Yeah. But I was just too close. Wrong range. The right thing. Wrong range.
Yeah.
Same move. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, it just seems like hand shots.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, feels like cheap hand shots.
No, but like, it works.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have them there. I should be using that against you. Like, if you go for that and miss,
I've
got an opening. Yeah.
Over the top.
Yeah.
I tried to do that instead of the proper.
Yeah, I've been waiting for the right hole to enter.
Yeah.
And realised once again, this is what I was talking about at the beginning. I'm not going to see the right hole till I actually am in the right range. So I went, I'm waiting out of range and letting you time offense. Yeah. And you're moving it out during the start. And I've almost stopped and gone, okay, like what range do I need for this? Can I time your step or whatever? And I can't time it probably because you're measuring right and you're doing the right footwork defensively. If I lash out, it's good. Once again, what made it easier then is me just stepping in.
Yeah.
And me just going, alright, no. I went from doing like stationary and just watching trying to time it and see what I can read. You know, I just need to get a closer range and it'll give me more opportunities.
I feel like my footwork was off.
Like I said, not baiting though, just trying to tighten the defense and step in. And I'm going to try and forget about the Silats for a minute and just go back to my normal stuff.
Yeah, no.
So like, I think that's distracting me.
Yeah.
But still try to use it. But
I feel like I was
situational.
coming in without my head moving when I'm doing my spines.
Yeah.
I felt like I started spining like this.
Yeah.
So my head wasn't moving.
Maybe your posture came up.
Yeah, there's
Because a lot of time it's when the tip's no longer pointing, we stop doing that, and when the tip's up, we start
That's how it felt when you just got me.
So maybe when I stepped in, your posture maybe pulled back, and then that's probably what's made me go, I'm going to go for something like that.
There was something off with that, so okay. I'll stay down.
That's what I was thinking, I'm like, not baiting as much, but actually stepping in a bit more. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, this feels better now. I'm actually tighter, but I can see more than I could before. But the little spines are helping me a lot.
Yeah.
You're going for stuff and I'm not baiting it, but I just see it's coming. And I'm doing this. Then you're taking a step backwards and that's making mine miss.
Yeah.
Like it's good. It's fluid and we're not exiting by so much that we're out of range for the follow-up. We're doing it and re-entering regardless.
Yeah, I feel close enough to go.
Yeah, but we're both stepping now.
We're doing...
Before you were going to the edge of range and out again, and I wasn't stepping at all. I wasn't exiting or entering. I was almost waiting.
Yeah.
And
when we're fighting like we just were then,
yeah,
I don't see those hands as a target now.
No, that's what I mean, because it's all in motion.
But before, when you were sort of doing it, I just going, oh, this is like...
And that's why I get Ray's stationary thing, but I really think it's end game.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll get hit because I need to be in motion still. You've always been better with a little bit of a swagger and movement going as well. But I feel now comfortable going through like multiple ranges there. I haven't done any corner yet, but now I'm going like medio largo, where I was only in largo and outer range before.
Yeah, I feel safe now.
I felt in more danger before doing only one range than the two now.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice.
I actually felt in more danger going for your hands regularly.
Yeah.
Because I'm going.
Well, there's so many hand counters.
Yeah.
Well, especially after we just talked about it all. I can umpagata, I can do raise over the top one. Your little spines and knockdowns and
but as soon as you lowered and were moving, it didn't look like they were sitting out here at all.
Even bag sack thrusts, I know we haven't done them a lot lately, and I'm trying to not do the one-handed ones, but it still is an option. People could do it.
Yeah.
No, this is good. Getting hit, which is good.
Yeah.
Nice. And once again, even though you pushed away, your hands are near your body.
Yeah.
So you've done it like that, and you had so much more like strength. Yeah. Even though like I'm more on the center line, your hands were further back, and I was T-Rex. So like you just did a little like
just a push.
And even though your tip went away with it, it was strong because of how tight this is.
Yeah.
And like me being a little bit off, you just easily moved mine. It just went boom, and I went, oh crap, like. Yeah.
I know those testers.
No, they're good though.
Yeah.
Because they're what I was doing to you guys before, and if I got the green light like that,
moves.
I do. Like I say, if you get that, you can step that way and maybe hit my throat.
Yeah.
If you go like that, then just step through.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just.
I'm trying to get under.
I know. You actually got the jump. You were like half a beat to a beat ahead, so I changed it.
I thought I was safe to be here.
You were low.
Yeah.
So if I went here, I think you would have cut my hands, and this would have gone over the top. Because you stepped and I could see how low you got with it. And
so did you just straighten?
Yeah. As I was gonna come around here and do the same thing as you. As I went to step in deeper, I saw you get there first. I was like, fuck, you're a beat ahead of me.
Yeah.
So instead, it's almost like a salok. My hands are lower, it was the flat of the blade, it was almost vertical. I moved my head out, and then
I reckon
Yeah.
when I've pushed, this has been off my body.
yeah, and I'm tight.
Yeah, so you
It's
can
hit
move
that,
it.
and then I've still pulled my foot back because I'm going, oh, my head's there.
Yeah.
And I've done. It was more like the spine,
Yeah.
like, whipped in, but it is very like the Sulok, like rotation.
So you shouldn't have been able to do that if I held like
Yeah,
tight.
yeah.
You wouldn't have been able to move that.
I think you were low, and I think when you've done your hit, you've hit, and then as I've gone to step back, I think your head came back up, and I think this was just happened to be here. I was already retracting, but as your head's come up, I've just flared the tip in, and like
I think I should.
I think you did the down and back.
But I think I needed to continue forward.
Yeah, if you just did a second football step,
Yeah.
like because you're already quite low
Yeah, I
there.
got to there. I should
Yeah,
have moved.
yeah, exactly. Especially with me vertical.
Yeah.
Like I would have rolled around, but I was still tight. Like you came out a little bit more, but you also were leading the offense. But you were half a beat ahead of me, which completely cancelled what I was going to do. And then my automatic response in defense, which would have been the roll and get lower, you already beat me to. And I was like, I'm about to get countered because you know the counter. You would have just waited it out.
Yeah. I think I needed to just move and not wait and watch you.
Yeah, I would say don't wait for that there. Just keep driving.
Yeah.
Like you gotta.
I was watching.
You gotta like do that and then
Keep moving.
and then just keep coming in as deep as you
I
can.
was watching. So
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was partially like when we do the bumps.
Yeah.
And then when I try to not change my stance, so if you go around the other side, and I'm like, I kind of keep it like more vertical, and I still make a triangle, but I didn't do the reverse.
Yeah.
And then that way, when we go back again, it lets me be a little bit faster with it.
Yeah.
I was doing that kind of principle. I realized that if I turned it, you were going to power through, so I left it more vertical to make a triangle. And I just moved my head off the line, but then as it hit, I did the kind of the Sulok flare. I mean, like the Sulok should be for like a more mid-lower attack, but once again, that was more like Mangromi's one. It was hitting the flat, and then once again, I moved my head off the line so that it wasn't just a seating parry, because it could have easily gone seating parry to thrust, like a slash and stab. But interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get more.
You did the right thing. You beat me timing-wise, cancelled my offense, changed my defense. You just got unlucky that as I whipped that. I think you went to chase and you changed from doing that to something else.
I just waited.
You watched and the beat advantage you had, you then watched for a beat afterwards and it went back to reset. Yeah. Alright. But you stepped in, which is really good. Yeah. Scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh god, he's here.
He's on.
Yeah.
Jesus. That was bad for both of us.
I know. We both had to fucking cancel that, right?
I thought you were coming in.
I was going to. No, I had already stepped and pushed my weight back.
Yeah.
Where I'd gone here, and then as I was pushing back, it would have been like
too
that.
far
And I was
out,
like, oh, if I just kept my weight going, it's so annoying. That's right. I wasn't going to.
I know, I thought you were coming in.
I was coming in until you floated back, and then when you floated back, realised, oh, your hands are in front.
I didn't point the tip as I floated.
Yeah. And we're both kind of in range floating, and I was like, oh, I wanted the entry, but now the energy's going. I'm like, fuck it.
Oh, you got a bit there.
That was real close to both our necks on those. Oh, fuck, mate. Once again, the head movement alone wouldn't have saved me. You would have thrusted through. I flared at the last second. It's just saving our ass on a lot of these.
That caught me, man.
I was like, come on. Like, give me
No,
and like you start to get a rhythm and you actually get cleaner and smoother with your timing in the mid part of the counters.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm better off catching you deep or in the first.
I out-fancied myself.
Yeah.
Like all the movement ended up just...
I think that thing that you crossed back across and I went there.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, fuck. Maybe come up on that one.
A little bit.
Just. Ooh, I retracted then, you almost followed the retraction. That was sneaky, I didn't see it.
That's forcing.
Ah, you got my fingers. You got lower.
Yeah, I felt like I pushed too far.
No, you went for the second.
Yeah.
You did the right defense and I went defense offense.
Right.
So I'm like, you went here and we went the bump and you rolled.
I rolled, but in the end I had to push to cut your hand.
But I went bump to headshot. So I went to offense and as you did that, you've rolled off the line, I've stayed in the middle, that's hit my hand.
Yeah.
No, it's forward defense.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's hard with those bumps, keeping it close to your body.
Yeah.
The tendency.
I think I did your thing. I think I bumped and almost watched.
Yeah.
And you started the roll and I went, oh, I gotta go. I've waited too long.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta stop. Just next. Go.
Maybe we've just got to keep in motion with that instead of waiting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Doing another couple of minutes, but we'll probably
swap over.
switch out to knife soon.
This seems under control.
No, I was gonna say, I think it's been interesting starting with this because we nearly always do Bolo, then Daga, then Dos Manos.
Yeah.
So just changing the order is quite good, I think.
In this narrow area, I haven't had a chance to just be out here.
Yeah.
And sort of try to thrust.
It doesn't feel like you've ever got enough room to.
No. Well, I feel
if it's over here, I could do this.
Yeah.
But if someone's just in the middle, every direction of this you're in range almost. So
yeah, I just thought I'm not lowering.
As I thought, I'm like in raise, we're not baiting like that because we don't have the space.
No.
And it's only on the vertical. If we back up, he steps forward and he's in the middle of his garage now, and you got all this room's gone.
Well, it's like you've been following me when I exit a bit.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a chance to do some big Largo.
No, that's it. I'm like, I'm not really. I've been doing some of the shorter ones.
Yeah.
But that's only because I know I'm getting closer. But I'm not doing like a bait and wait kind of thing.
No.
It's too fast.
Yep. Oh, a little bit. Oh, jeez. I got behind it.
Ah, yes.
Stop talking about it.
Yeah,
it came up when I was talking.
It was dangerous. I was doing like Ray's little retraction ones. And he started to come over. I was like, oh, I could just get hacked in the head.
I was too busy talking. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. You want to switch out to knife?
Yeah, we're gonna switch out.
This is feeling good though.
Yeah.
Because you said the last couple of weeks, at the end you go, and this still doesn't feel like the most comfortable to you.
No.
But you're looking more comfortable now.
I
think it was really the spines, and with like a knife, it's so small to see that tip go up. But with this, that's such a big motion that was slowing you down, and that was the gap I was timing, like non-telegraphic stuff on. You just keeping that tip forward and going bang, bang.
The footwork with the
block,
head movement, with
rolling,
the arms,
rolling, spine.
It's all moving as one now.
Yeah.
So that I feel safe now.
It doesn't telegraph when you alternate between using your spines and blocks.
Yeah.
Because they're the same position.
Yeah.
And it makes both of them real tight up here. Because it's obvious if you're going like these, it feels wrong to you.
Yeah.
So you start to go, which then makes your blocks tighter as well. But,
I don't feel like I've had to do a super high. Oh, I suppose getting under, that's like a rooftop lock.
Well, mate, when I have
yeah.
done it, you've cut my fingers off.
Yeah.
Except for that one that you actually had the beat ahead of me on, and then I had to improvise a triangle block, and then kind of did a lock, but it was more just whipping the tip in.
Okay.
Almost reminded me a bit of like Ray's, like
yeah, come
I
on.
don't know what's it called, the
fish cutter.
Fish cutter, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But cheers, man.
All right, cheers.
Appreciate it.